Hey everybody, it's Alyssa and Jessica from Colin's Hope
Hi.
and the people, and we are coming at you with educational resources from Colin's Hope. And these resources for parents and caregivers and for teachers and anyone who is working with children, whether it be in a classroom, at home, on a virtual platform, want to provide you with some resources to teach water safety. Colin's Hope has looked at what we do well over the years and work to improve those things and educating parents and caregivers and children about how they can be safer around water, how they can develop behaviors and create and develop and sometimes change behaviors to be safer around water is what we do really well. So we have proven resources that have been evaluated, that have been tested, and our goal is to get them out there to as many children and families as we can. And in this case, potentially teachers and educators, because we know that these water safety resources, if we can teach young children basic behaviors and rules of how they can be safer around water, we can save lives. So we wanted to come to you with some changes we've made during over the last few months as the world has gone virtual, so have we. And so I'm gonna turn it over to Jessica Brown, who's our program director, to share with you. She's gonna take you on a tour of the website and share with you some of the educational resources that Colin's Hope has to offer that you can potentially reach your children and their families with water safety. So take it away, Jessica.
Awesome. All right. So Alyssa, we are hiding you, but we can still hear you. So
Okay,
chime in
bye-bye.
whenever you'd like. And I'm actually going to make our computer screen here really big so we can see what's going on the website. But like Alyssa said, we wanted to highlight again just some really great educational resources that you'll be able to take advantage of. Now that we're kind of kicking back up school and we're trying to shift into some regular fall activities, these are resources that are going to be available for the time being. So I want to start by highlighting our water safety games tab, which we've had for a while, but like Alyssa mentioned, we've done a lot of work over the summer to really revamp and kick back up a lot of the stuff that we know we do really well. So this is water safety bingo. It's our first activity that's listed. We actually put up some Spanish rules, and they look a little bit, let me open up this tab. They look a little bit fancy now that they're up. And so this is water safety bingo. You can go online now and you can print it. And the idea is that you would be able to print the rules. All of these little rectangles here, you can cut them out. And then this piece here is a foldable line. I'm moving my mouse in case you can't see that. This is a foldable line where you could fold the rules. So you can show the picture, and then the rule is on the back of the little icon. So you can show the picture, say this is wait for a grown-up. You should always wait for an adult before going your water. And you can play bingo that way. And then this little picture here is actually what the card looks like. So that we have 5 different versions of this card, and you can download it using this link here. And then again, we also have those in Spanish.
I want to say something. I know you can't
Ah,
see me, but what a great classroom game. And if you're doing online school, this can also work with, I know in the school supply list, there's often those rounded scissors. So you can have the cutting out of the little pictures is also a nice fine motor skill activity too. So
yeah, and I would even add, if you're looking for that kind of activity for kids and you're wanting them to cut them out, another extension for that, and that would actually make it last longer, is if you glue those pieces onto poster board. Then you just have a game that lasts a lot longer because it's not just on regular paper. So that's just my teacher tip for you.
pro
Um,
tip.
Pro tip, we're full of pro tips now, aren't we? The next activity is word finds. We have an easy word find and a hard word find. And I just like this because if you have kids that are learning to read, or if they already know how to read, these are letters that they'll be able to put together. But if they're also just learning letter recognition, these are great activities to be able to do that. And again, they're printable and they're here on our website. You can access them anytime. The next activity is water safety coloring sheet. So you can actually open this up. And it is a coloring sheet that is the whole hand rules. And it's Colin and Buddy right in the center. And then we have all of our easy to learn water safety tips all around. So this, again, you can access it anytime, which also pairs well with our water safety bookmark. So actually, Alyssa, do you have a bookmark on you?
I
I'm going to
do.
bring Alyssa right back in. I'm going
Bring
to
me
let her
back.
show you, yep, this bookmark right here. It is our whole hand rules again. And if you flip it over on the back, it has the family water safety rules. So you can, with your class, or you can encourage your families to do it, or you can do it at home. You can create your own list of rules by writing in those white spaces. And so I'm going to
That's a great thing to do. I actually did this when I was in Honduras teaching there, and we went through a few rules and then had the kids make up their own, and we did it as a group. So you can do it as a group. You can have them do it with their families, and then there's the link to the water safety quiz too for parents and caregivers.
perfect. So, okay, thank you, Alyssa. My own personal Vanna White. I love it. And so when you open this, it should print exactly to size. Our bookmarks are about, I think, like 2 by 8 or something like that, but you should be able to print them and you can cut them and use it just like a bookmark. And then we also have water safety twister icons, which is perfect because that leads us into the other big resource that I want to share with you, which is, I'm going to scroll back up here. If you go to our homepage or any page that you're on the website and you hover over resources, you'll click on virtual family activities and you're going to be led to a ton of videos. This is a particular category, it's children under 8, but we've got a lot of other categories, including an all ages category, parents and caregivers, teens and preteens, and then just some other really fun things that we put on our website. But you'll be able to access almost all of the videos that we have made over the summer. So there are bedtime or circle time stories. There is activities you can do as a family, like this one, show and tell family water safety rules. And there's also cooking activities and some partner highlights. So there's just a ton of content that you can pick through to decide what you want to talk about for that day or what you want to share with kids for that day. Personally, I
Is
really
the
like the cooking one.
is the peanut butter Play-Doh one on there?
The peanut butter Play-Doh video is up here. Yes, it might not be on this page specifically, but it is up here. Yeah. So I want to highlight this because most of these videos are going to be on our website for the rest of the year. So please take advantage of them. We have some of the videos also really go well with the game. So like these are bingo videos. So you can download bingo and then play it or watch the video too while you're playing. Really fun. And then this is my favorite activity that we do, which is Orange You Glad You Float. We teach you how to use life jacket or how life jackets work with oranges. So that one's really cool. And again, these videos there's a lot of different categories, so you can filter through to see which categories you want to focus on.
And the Orange You Glad Can Float is a science experiment. So it's talking, that meets some nice educational standards around flotation and buoyancy and will it float, will it not float? So that one is a really great teaching one for sure.
Definitely, I agree. And then one more thing I want to highlight really quick is if you click on shop here on our website, if you hover over shop and you click on it, you're going to be led to our storefront. So if you're going through the website and you see that in some of our videos, we have this really physical, like physical materials, like the large icons and the bookmark that Alyssa had, and our bingo cards, we have some like hard plastic versions of those. If you're
I can hold
interested
those
in,
up if you
yeah,
want.
here, let me pull you,
Bring me back.
now that you've seen it, let me pull you back in, Alyssa. Yeah. So we have these really hard plastic bingo cards. So the website is actually, the storefront, sorry, colinshopestore.org is actually where you can go to look at the physical materials we have if you're interested in having those in hand. We're also going to be launching a virtual kit here pretty soon, and it's going to be a lot of the stuff that we've been doing over the summer, but in a really easy to access way. And all of the lessons can just be played so that instead of you personally having to teach it, if you're not sure you're ready to teach your own water safety activities, no fear. Colin's Hope was putting that together so that you can just click and play and let the kids enjoy the activities that way. So we'll be launching that pretty soon.
Yeah, and we know that with online school happening and for some time, or it might be however long, we don't really know how long that's going to last. These are really great content that you can just drop into a 10-minute time period that you have, or a 15-minute time period that you have, and really talk about water safety with your students and their families, because for drowning happens year round. It's not seasonal. So if you think that just because the summer is ending that we're out of the drowning season, sadly that's not the case. And in a lot of parts of the country, and certain in Texas where we are, drowning is a year-round thing. So you have the ability now to impact your students and their families year-round, and we're giving you the tools that you can easily do that with. So please utilize them.
Yeah, and share them with your networks. If you're not a teacher, but you know teachers, or you have children that are in care, these are easily accessible by teachers if they're at a child care center already. So make sure you share these resources with your networks for sure.
All right. Well, I think that is educational resources from Colin's Hope, and we are constantly adding new things and changing things up. And if there's something that you have an idea around, or a water safety topic that we haven't covered, please reach out to us, contact us, and we love to come up with creative things and respond to what's really happening. We get lots of crazy ideas and we turn them into water safety loteria or water safety twister, all the things.
All the things.
So thank you guys. And again, share these with your networks, whether you're a teacher, a caregiver yourself, if you work for a child care center, or your child is in one of these places, please share our resources so that together we can prevent drownings, because drowning is fast, silent, and preventable. So from Colin's Hope, let's give them best day ever on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Best day ever.
Day ever.